Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? I'm doing good. Welcome, I'm Tina. If you're new here, I hope you'll subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up if you guys like what's coming. So in today's video, I thought I would do kind of like a shop my stash sort of video. I have all the products laid out in front of me. I just wanted to dig through my products to see what I could find to do a fall makeup look. So this would be my first official fall makeup look on this channel, and I'm super excited to show you guys what I picked out to create this look. But just to give you a heads up, some of these products you can get now, some you can't. But that's kind of the gist of what a shop my stash is, breaking down some oldies and some newbies, or products you haven't used in a very long time. So I thought I would do a fall makeup look. So if you're into fall makeup looks and you're a pale skin girl and want to know what's going to work for you guys and not make you feel overwhelmed, then I hope you keep watching. So guys, my skin is already prepped. You guys know the drill. I just go in with my Pixie Glow Mist and some IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness, and this is going to be my holy grail for the next few months now that winter is upon us and the air is getting colder, so my skin is probably going to erupt with redness. So I typically apply those products off camera just to save a little bit of time, and those steps typically don't change. If they did change, I would certainly use the other products and show you guys what I've switched out. So first we're gonna start with the face. We're gonna start with the complexion today. Sorry if I sound a little bit stuffed up. I'm getting over a cold. Yeah, and with the weather change and everything, my sinuses are gone in overdrive. So guys, for foundation, I'm gonna use my holy grail right now because I want some, like, I'm having a pretty good skin week actually, even though after having a cold my skin and everything went nuts, but it's kind of gone back to normal. So I'm gonna use my holy grail, which is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation. I absolutely am in love with this foundation. It's not full coverage, but it gives a pretty good coverage if you're doing a fall makeup look. I use 1.5 pumps and I always apply this with my beauty blender. It is a runnier consistency, but you can do a light layer, but you can also build it up to probably a good medium coverage foundation. It is not full coverage by any means, but it is pretty good. So, and I don't like a heavy feeling foundation, but it does its work. I'm just applying, I always apply a light layer, and then I typically build up in places that I need the coverage. Before I decided I was going to use this foundation, I actually found a foundation that I haven't used before, so I was actually going to break that one out. But I thought I would save it for a first impressions because I do have a little pile of makeup that I haven't tried. So I thought I would try to save it for first impressions. So guys, sorry I haven't uploaded or posted on my socials lately. Work got a little bit crazy. So most of you understand that working and trying to film and post is tricky. So that's basically why I've kind of been a little bit MIA, but I'm working on it. Everything is slowly starting to go back to a normal balance, so posting is slowly starting to come back. I would definitely link my Instagram down below. I'm more focusing on posting on Instagram now more than my Twitter account, but I will link my Twitter account down below for you guys as well. So you can see, you can definitely even out your skin tone really good. It did cover up my redness that I had around my nose and a little bit of redness I had on my cheeks. So that's why this foundation is really good. So, and it's not talked about enough. But yeah, as I was saying, that's typically why I haven't been posting or anything like that. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things again. Life got a bit crazy. Then I came down with a cold, and so I really wasn't really wearing makeup, and then the cold didn't want to disappear. So, but that's typically why I haven't posted or filmed. So, but you know, many of you probably are in the same boat. You have to juggle your work life and your social life. So, yeah. So that's that foundation applied. As you can see, the skin is looking good. And I find that when you build this foundation up, it doesn't look cakey or anything like that. And this foundation actually has really nice staying power as well. So now we'll move on to concealer. So guys, for concealer, I have come to the terms that I am in love with the KVD Lock-It Concealer. I am in love with it. Pairing it with this foundation for a little bit of coverage and the brightening effect that this concealer gives, I have officially determined that I am in love with it, and I think I would definitely get a backup when it runs out. So I have finally come to that conclusion, because I remember the last time I spoke with you guys, I wasn't sure if I was a fan of it or not, but I finally do really enjoy it. You can see that it does give nice coverage. I can still see a little bit of the blue under my eyes peeking through, but I typically don't mind that. But it does also give a really good brightening effect to the under eye. I do find I do have to set it really, really well. But other than that, I do really enjoy this concealer, and it's not a thick concealer under your eyes, which I absolutely love. And as you guys notice, I don't do this great big V under my eyes like people used to do. I really, really am not that type of girl. So, but I am gonna set this using my Maybelline Studio Fix Loose Powder. I finally have all this almost gone, so I will definitely. I have definitely project panned this loose powder, but I really do like this loose powder. I really wish you could still get it, but I find that like brands put out so many products and then they're only out for a while, and then they're no longer available, and I'm finding that a lot lately. But I find if I set that concealer right away, it works out perfectly for me. I am going to set my entire face using the Tarte Smooth Operator Pressed Powder. I am in love with this product. You guys have no idea how much I love this pressed powder. It really does make everything look smooth. It does what it says. So I absolutely love it. I watched back, before I uploaded my last video, I watched back the footage like I always do, obviously. But I can honestly say that I am impressed with how my lighting looks, and that the camera settings on my camera for my lighting are pretty good. Again, it's probably now as good as it's gonna get. I do have a little ring light like right here. I do plan on getting another one to go on this side. So that is the goal very, very soon. So then that could improve it a little bit more. That's if I can still get them. I got that one at Dollarama. So I'm hoping that my Dollarama still has them in stock, and if they do, I'm definitely going to get another one, because I found that it really, really helped. So that is the next improvement I want to make for my channel, for sure. So now that my face is set, I'm going to prime my eyes. You guys know my holy grail eyeshadow primer is Urban Decay Primer Potion. I do have, this one's pretty much gone, but I do definitely have a backup. thank the Lord, because if I didn't have a backup, I would definitely be in panic mode for sure. Just gonna blend that in with my finger just to give a nice base to work with. So how are you guys been doing? You know, what's new, what's exciting? Are you guys excited that fall is here? Well, I tell you guys, where I live in Newfoundland. Well, I'm in Canada. And we are getting summer. Like, the temperatures have been so warm. It is absolutely crazy how our weather has been lately, and I mean absolutely crazy. So yeah, it is a little bit different for our, like, it is like it's like 18 degrees, 20 degrees, and like typically now where I live, it would be down to like 5 or 6 degrees like almost every day. So it is definitely crazy weather here. So guys, moving on to the eyes, I decided to pull out a palette that I'm sure pretty much all of you have. I'm hoping so, but I was going through my collection like, what do I want to do on the eyes? And I really, this palette used to be used by me like so much when I first got it. Now I know you can't get it anymore, which sucks ass, but it's, I pulled out the Colourpop Night Owl palette because I thought it would be the perfect amount of earthy tones to use for a fall makeup look. And especially if you're doing like a video like this and you're breaking out older products, you know, I kind of really wanted to use it, and the tones really spoke to me today. So this is what I'm going to use on the eyes, and it's perfect warm tones for fall. So I thought, what a perfect way to incorporate it into a look. So I'm first going to start off with the shade Bel Air, which is this brown shade right here. I'm going to put that into the crease, just like so, with a fluffy brush. And Colourpop eyeshadows like are just amazing. So, and today I'm actually heading to work, so I know that this palette is definitely going to last, and the shades are going to last, and it's very pigmented, and I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna move that. So yeah, work has been a little bit crazy. I've been working extra hours, so I'm trying to save up because I'm hoping to go to St. John's the end of this month. So, and I really need to get on a skincare kick. I'm running out of almost everything, and I kind of want to try some new skincare now that my skin has been changing, especially the skin around my nose. Because where I broke my nose, like where I messed up the skin, the skin is becoming really funny. It's peeling a lot more lately, so I don't know if it's because where it's so damaged that, and now like the weather and the air is starting to change, so I'm going to be in the market for some new skincare for sure. So I'm really hoping to go to Sephora when I get there. I'm going to deepen up the crease using this shade Sea Stars, which is this darker brown, and I'm going to deepen up the crease. I'm going to use the same brush, which I don't mind doing. This shade is just a little bit darker, and it's more redder toned than the first shade that we applied. So yeah, that is the plan. So that's kind of why I've been a little bit MIA for posting things. So I'm trying to juggle everything at once, and I kind of wanted some videos in mind that I wanted to do, and then I'm getting on YouTube and I'm seeing creators do the exact same ones I had planned, so I'm like, maybe I shouldn't film those videos. We'll see. Because I don't want to feel like I'm copying, but I'm putting my own spin on it. So that is the crease. I'm pretty much happy with how that looks. I am going to deepen up the outer corner. I'm going to use the shade Rockin' Robin, which is this bottom shade right here. And I'm going to put that on the outer corner of the lid. Very, very pigmented. I think I might have went a little bit heavy-handed. But that's okay because these shades are absolutely stunning. So what are some products that you guys have in your collection that you haven't used in a while? Like maybe you guys have dug through your own collection to do a fall makeup look. You don't always have to go out and buy every single new product just to do a fall makeup look. Dig through your collection and see what you can find, because I'm sure you guys will find something to do a fall makeup look within your own collection, because that's why I wanted to film this video today, because I dug through my collection. I'm like, yeah, that could definitely be a good product to do a look with. So I would love to see what you guys come up with. Let me know in the comments below, or do your own video if you're here on YouTube like me. Oh, I love how this is turning out. It is just coming out and turning out beautifully. Just gonna take that fluffy brush and just blend those all together. Make sure everything is blended. It's another thing I have to work on, because I have been slacking on practicing my eyeshadow blending. So I haven't worn makeup in a while. So I kind of have to reinvent or get in touch with my inner makeup self again, because I haven't worn makeup in a minute. For the lid, now that I got my matte shades and everything put down, kind of want to do I have been loving doing gradient eyes with my eyeshadow looks when I wear makeup these days. I don't know what it is, but it has really hooked me. So I'm first going to start off with the shade, I'm going to say Millie, which is this coppery shade down here. It does look really, really dark, but it can work if you are a pale skin girl. I was afraid of it at first too, but I'm just going to use a very light touch. I'm just going to pat it and get that much on my finger. I'm going to lay that down just like so. Now you can build these shades up. I typically don't. Usually when I'm using a Colourpop eyeshadow, I typically know that when I lay down a light layer, it's going to be pigmented enough that I don't have to. But as you can see, that when I put my next eyeshadow shade on it, it's kind of going to tone this shade down just a little bit. So like I said, I'm going to just pat a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye. And just do little blending motions so that it goes into that outer corner shade. I used to hate when my shimmer shades got really, really up into my crease shade, but I don't really mind that anymore. So now that I got that shade down, I'm going to take my fluffy brush and I'm just going to put it in the crease and I'm just going to blend it in. Same thing with the other eye. If you lose a little bit of it on your brush as you're blending, or it goes away a little bit from your outer corner shade, that's when I typically will finish the eyes, and then I will go in and I will just add just a little smidge of that shade just to make it pop again. So for the inner portion of the eye, I'm going to take the shade Bird Brain, which is the center shade up on the top. I'm going to take that with my finger. It's so creamy and smooth to the touch. And I'm going to place that right on. Now this shade has a little bit of glitter in it, but I typically don't mind that at all because I'm only putting it on the pale portion, well, the part of the eye that didn't have any pigment at all. And as you can see, when I laid that shade down, it went into the copper shade and it toned it down a little bit so it doesn't look overpowering at all. So that's why I say don't be afraid of copper shades, because you can always use a shade to tone it down. Sometimes what I'll do, if I have a shade that's really dark like that, I'll put it all over the lid and I'll take like a champagne shimmer, or even this shimmer right here that I'm putting on the inner portion of the eye. I'll put it directly in the middle and it'll lighten it up and brighten it up a little bit more. So just a little trick for you guys. So I'm going to take that fluffy brush that we first used. I'm going to put it on the inner portion where I put that shimmer shade. And I'm going to blend it up just like that so it all meshes together. So then I'll take a look and I'll be like, okay, I actually lost a little bit of my outer quarter shade that time. So I'm going to go back into it, just a little dab, and I'm just going to, where I lost it, I'm just going to just reapply it on the outer corner, just like so. So then it's, and I'll blend it into the copper shade, just like that. Very quick fix. I'll do the same with the other eye, but no extra product. And I'll just make sure that I didn't lose any of that. So now that all my shades are on my eyes, I'll typically look and say, okay, did I lose a little bit of the copper shade? Which I did. I'm just going to tap lightly and I'm just going to reapply it. Just to bring it back. I won't go into it a second time when I move on from the other eye, because there's always pigment left on your finger. And I'll just reapply it like that. And that's what I call a really nice warm fall look. And I'll always I'll take my mirror and I'm like, okay, I like the way that looks, and I'll leave it alone. And if I do need, I don't think I need to touch up at all, so I'll call these eyes pretty much complete. I'll just add mascara after. So guys, we're gonna move on. Oh, I dropped my brush, so I'm just gonna pick that up. We're gonna move on to the rest of the complexion. So for bronzer, I had a hard time picking a bronzer because there's been so many bronzers I haven't used in a hot minute. And I know that MAC came out with new bronzers that you can get on Sephora's website or on their own website. But I haven't used this bronzer in such a long time, and I remember using it almost every time I did my makeup. This is, if I can read it, the Beige & Beauty Radiant Matte Bronzing Powder. I love the packaging. But the label on the back is upside down. That's fine. But I'm using the shade Beige & Beauty. This was one of the lighter tones. They came out, I think, with 2 or 3 shades of this, but this one was the lighter. And it's a beautiful, it is a cool toned, more of a cool tone shade, but it is warm when you apply it. And I remember using this so much, and I really wish they didn't discontinue it, but they do have new bronzers out and I really want to try them. But this is the bronzer that I'm going to use right now. See how all these products really do work together, even though I'm very fair skinned, like they really mesh well together. Oh, this bronzer is just gorgeous. This one actually kind of reminds me, I think I have a kind of a dupe for this, and I think the dupe would have to be the Brilliance bronzer from BH Cosmetics. I don't know if I actually have it out. I thought I had it out, but I don't. If I find it, I'll definitely make a post and see if it is a dupe and let you guys know on that. But I remember that they're very close. They're very close in tone. So definitely gonna have to look into that. But yeah. I'm just gonna blend this out really, really well. See, it's like a really nice golden shade. It's very pigmented, so you really don't need a lot. I kind of went a little bit heavy-handed. I really didn't need to do that, but I did, and that's okay because it's fall. We're allowed to go a little bit darker and a little bit deeper. Fair-skinned or not, you are definitely allowed to go a little bit deeper and a little bit of a heavier hand, so that's perfectly fine. There. Just absolutely gorgeous. And I mean gorgeous. I love how this makeup is all meshing together. You got a warm complexion, you got warm eyes. Now we're gonna move on. So guys, I don't know about you, but to me, blush is always the hardest decision to make when applying my makeup. Is it the same thing with you guys? What is your most hardest step when applying your makeup on a daily basis, or if you're getting ready to go out? I would love to know in the comments. For me, it's always blush, and I don't know why, but it is always blush. Sometimes it's highlighter, but most times it's blush. So the blush that I pulled out that I haven't used in a very long time is also from MAC. This is the mineralized blush in the shade Gentle. I absolutely loved this when I first got it, and I can't even remember when I got it, but it's like a nice purpley pink shade, and I love it. I'm just going to take some, tap out the excess. I'm going to smile. I'm going to put some of that on the cheekbones. Oh, so gorgeous. I remember not being able to stop using this blush when I first got it. Oh, it's just so pigmented. I'm actually using the blush brush from Eco Tools. It came in a set. I actually got it at Walmart. I've been on the looking for a blush brush for so long, and I couldn't settle on one. And I found this kit from Eco Tools at Walmart, and I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be my next blush brush. And I haven't stopped being able to use this blush. The set should still be available. I'm pretty sure, so I'll definitely link it down below. Oh, don't that just bring out the cheeks, you guys. Oh, I actually think I have, what is it? Something Soul. Gentle Soul or whatever from MAC too. But I can't remember where it is. It's something Soul, and like, you're gonna kill me for not being able to remember it. But look at that. Like, it is gorgeous. Oh, so pigmented. I'm just going to take my fluffy brush and just blend that together. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's just so pigmented. I'll always take whatever mirror is in front of me and I'll hold it up just to get the good lighting and make sure everything is nice and seamless. I am going to just apply a little bit more on this side, just to make sure everything is cohesive and blended together. And I love it. I love it. Now, highlighter. I haven't used this highlighter. Where is it? Oh, wrong one. If I can get it out, because it doesn't want to come out. I haven't used this highlighter in a long time, but I'm gonna go ahead and use the Makeup Revolution highlighter Reloaded in the shade just my type. It is absolutely stunning. These Makeup Revolution is a brand that really grew on me like about a year ago. I did take a break from using the products, but they're starting to grow on me again. Especially now where I don't know what's tapping. Oh, I think it's my cord tapping because my knee is hitting it on my makeup desk. But I broke out some fall products to use because I always do that. Like, I'll always rotate products, and I rotated out some of their products back, and I'm starting to reach for them again. So I decided to break out this highlighter, which I haven't used in a minute, and I thought it would go really nice with this look. Oh, love it. I love it. Those blushes from MAC do have kind of a sheen to them, so you don't have to use a highlighter, but I do. So that's why I wanted to break it out today. So guys, that is pretty much the complexion done. I'm very pleased with how it turned out. I'm just going to go ahead and set the face with my Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte setting spray. I just want to say I'm sorry because in my first couple videos I said that I don't think you can get this one anymore, and when I went on their website I was totally wrong. So I do apologize for that. You can still get this. So yeah, I'll definitely link it down below. I definitely apologize for that. But yeah, you can get this, so don't throw a tomato at me. So I'm just gonna spray this all over the face just to set all of this makeup down. But yeah, so deeply apologize for that. It does really work. If you have oily skin, that will definitely lock your makeup in for hours. Trust me when I say that. So I'm gonna go ahead and use, I don't have an older mascara or anything new to try in a mascara, so I'm just gonna go with my Holy Grail, which is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. I can tell that this one is getting pretty much to the end. I have said in a previous video why I don't put eyeshadow on my lower lash line or put mascara on my lower lash line, so you guys probably know why I'm gonna skip that step. And I never, and I mean never, go heavy-handed with mascara. Like, I don't do 4 or 5 coats like a lot of people do. I have no time for that at all. I don't like the way it looks. To me, less is definitely more when it comes to mascara, because then if it tends to clump and whatnot and you got 4 or 5 layers of mascara on, it's definitely going to be harder to get off. I've learned my lesson that way. So guys, that is the completed look using some makeup from my own stash, and I definitely liked how all of this turned out. I'm very pleased with the products. So, and I liked how it all came together. I hope to do another one of these. I do have a look in mind that I want to do, so maybe I'll definitely try to find those products as well. I kind of want to do another cool toned makeup look for fall. So if you guys are into that, give this video a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below if you guys definitely want to see that, because I really want to. So I have some really fun video ideas that I need to get off my butt and film. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I am very pleased with how it came out. So I hope you all stay well. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you're new and before you leave. And I will definitely see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.